The mother watched her son go downstairs with her own eyes. But strangely enough, the father had been waiting downstairs for 6 minutes without catching a single glimpse of him. School was about to start, and their son was running late. Growing impatient, the father called to hurry him along, only to hear his wife insist that the boy had left long ago. At that moment, the couple finally sensed something was wrong and rushed to meet in the stairwell, but there was no trace of their son anywhere in the corridor. Even then, they hadn't grasped the severity of the situation, assuming the boy simply didn't want to go to school and had snuck back home to hide. Only after searching the entire apartment did they realize their son wasn't home at all. Now the couple was completely panicked. The wife began blaming her husband, insisting he must not have been paying attention and their son had slipped out unnoticed. But the husband argued that his car was blocking the entrance. There was no way the boy could have gotten past. Suddenly, something occurred to the husband. The girl downstairs often tutored their son, so they immediately went down to ask her. But no one was home. They questioned all the neighbors but came up empty-handed. Finally, the husband called the police. The police arrived quickly at the scene. Learning that the child had gone downstairs at 7:40 and then mysteriously vanished in the stairwell, they launched an investigation of the entire building. They discovered it was only a 7-story building with no access to the roof. The police asked the husband whether he'd had any conflicts with anyone in the complex recently. The husband thought for a long while but couldn't recall anything, only staring silently at the black sedan nearby as if he had something to say. Just then, the officer who had been checking the surveillance footage returned. The cameras hadn't captured any footage of the child going downstairs. Left with no choice, the police followed the husband back upstairs to continue the investigation. They found that the security bars on every window in the apartment were intact. The child couldn't have climbed through to a neighbor's place, but as one officer turned around casually, he suddenly noticed the husband quietly slipping a note into his pocket. This unusual behavior filled the officer with suspicion, though he didn't confront him on the spot. At that moment, a neighbor at the door suddenly spoke up. "Have you checked Unit 302? The police were puzzled. The husband explained that their son enjoyed playing with the girl in Unit 302. Hearing this, the police immediately headed to Unit 302, but no matter how hard they knocked, no one answered. They had to ask property management to contact the owner of Unit 302, learning that the resident wouldn't be back for another hour. They had no choice but to question other neighbors first. They learned that the little boy was quite mischievous, and the couple's relationship was troubled. They argued frequently. After gathering this information, the police began searching floor by floor, discovering the child wasn't in any of the units. To find him as quickly as possible, they decided to search the grounds below the building first. Unexpectedly, a new clue emerged. The police noticed that the soil in the flower bed had been disturbed. They immediately realized what this might mean.